welcome to Basketball Talk Pro. My name is Ron Ekker. Today is our part 2 of the explanation of a drill, 4-on-4 half-court, full-court drill that we exposed to you in the last video. This drill to me means a lot of things. I think it's an excellent drill. It kind of ties everything you're doing together, all the parts you've been working on, but this ties it all together. Basically, in this drill, when you run it a lot, you're going to have to experience almost everything you will find in a game, because of that, I think it has a lot of real merit for anybody with any system to run it. You can run it, you don't have to use the monk system, which I would like you to use, but it can be used with plays, it can be used with a middle pick and roll, all of those things. But the game is up and down, and the players need to get exposed to that, and also to recognize certain things. Basically, the type of possession that they're receiving. There's 7 of them, 7 different types. You need to, as a coach, acquaint your players and show them how to play in each of these different types of possessions that they get the ball. Basically, when you think about it, we show you first of all, as players and coaches, the whole picture, the very end result, what we're looking for. And then we break it down into breakdown, what we call breakdown drills, taking apart each skill area, a team skill area that they need to know, and perfecting that. But this drill is the next step. Now you perfect it under full court and half court situations, with every kind of possession that you will receive in a game. I don't want, though, for you to think that this replaces scrimmaging. It does not. Scrimmaging is very important to the players and to yourself in your practice planning, because scrimmaging, you're going up and down without stopping. In this drill, we use more control, and because of that, we have more instruction time. Scrimmaging is, you're kind of just letting them go like you do in a game. This one, you have specified instructional times, and you'll see that in the films. I think one of the major important things that I see in this drill is just what I mentioned, type of possession, learning how to play with each type of possession. The film will expose how we feel about it, and you'll be able to pick that up, along with, as I mentioned before, instruction time. Anytime we do film work, we've got a little bit of a time crunch. It's really difficult to put together a film that doesn't go on for a long time, and I know you as coaches, and you don't have a lot of time in a lot of situations, so we try to keep it around 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll have to go fairly fast. But it'll cover everything if you listen carefully. Now, the film itself, I would like to mention a couple things. Because of the conversion of the film to a situation where we can talk over, the film runs a little bit fast. I don't know what you can do about that on your own end. I also want to point out that I'm not correcting in this film player errors. I'm talking to coaches. There are errors in this film. The players make errors. It's the first time they'll ever have seen this drill. It's the very first day that we showed it to them. I would recommend, though, that you put it on full size. I know some of you are watching it on iPads, some are on phones, and I guess I can't stop that. But if you're really a conscientious coach, I think you're best off running it at full size. You can see better the things that we're trying to show you out there. Well, we'll go to the films now, and at the end we'll stop for a few minutes right at the end. We want to alert you to the fact that we're having a part 3, and that'll summarize things. And I think it'll be very valuable for you to put that down in your calendar and be able to watch a short summary of all the things that we have shown you. So let's watch the films now. Okay, we're going to start with white being in a half court and running the 4-on-4. This is actually the beginning of a drill, and it's actually being taught. I will try to keep out to a minimum the time spent on making instruction, but I do want you to understand where you are making instruction. At this point, I am making the last minute instructions going forward into a new drill that they have never run before. So I want to have you look at this, and then we will show you things as they go along. But one thing you must remember right from the get-go: when a team, either team starts in a half court, such as this, the defensive team will take the ball, no matter how they get it, what kind of a possession. It can be an out of bounds, it can be a made basket, a made free throw, a defensive rebound, a steal. Regardless of how, the black team will now run a full court when they get the ball. This is part of the training to understand how they get the ball. So let's watch here. Doing the last minute instruction. Players kind of get, tired of this, but it doesn't make any difference. They got to hear it. I'm going to stop it now, and I always like the ball taken out at the timeline. We're playing our ball line defense in this half-court situation. So be alert both defensively and offensively. Here we go. They're just running. Now that's a bad pass. They stay, though, in the Monk offense in 4-on-4. The shot's taken. Rebound right into defensive rebound, fast break. Now here, it may look a little bit confused here, but this is the first time they've done it. It's still, they're going to move right into Monk offense. The difference in how we approach each possession is based a lot on pace, the pace that we want. In this situation, we want to attack aggressively quickly so they are not set. Pretty nice look here at the Monk offense for when they've learned it. I don't like that dribble. He's taken a drive, which is good. The thing we have to remember here, and this is critical, is that we ran a full court, black did. Now you'll see they keep the ball. even though it was a foul, they're going to run a half court now. You always follow a full court with a half court. They keep the ball. So they're setting up now in the regular half court. But this tells us right now that when white gets the ball, they will be free to take it regardless of how the type of possession. We work hard with our players to recognize possession type and the pace that we want to have our team moving in each of these situations. We are instructing. This is the time to instruct, is between these sessions. Now it starts. They're in a half court. White will be in a full court regardless of how they get the ball. This is very game-like, what you'll see in a game. Okay, now they made a basket. So now white is going to take the ball, and they've already got it out of bounds, probably illegally, and I didn't notice it. But this is a different pace now. This is after a made, and the defense is set. Want it a little slower. What we really want is for everybody to be set. If we were doing 5-on-5, it's even more important. So they're moving into their full court. There it is. They took advantage of a defensive mistake. Now they keep the ball in a half court. They're in a half court now. That basket was made. So now they are bringing the ball up with the pace we want them to. The defense, on the other hand, must adjust immediately like this guy did. This guy is late, forgot it, so that we get our containment press on as quickly as possible. This is the strength of this drill, is to teach this type of movement and a recognition of the game. Pressure's pretty good. They're setting up good. The guy with the ball did a good job of that. Now bad pass. But they keep the ball and get a half court because they were running a full court. So let's see what happens here. If the instruction gets too long, I will cut that off. But I think it's about right on this one. I'm not sure. So now we're ready to go in the next part. But now they're just starting from a half court. I'll show you this. This is just part of the instruction thing that happens between the segments. Now they're in their half court. Now I'm not correcting players in here. I'm correcting coaching. Okay, they made it in their half court. So now the possession, even though it's coming out pretty quick, the possession is a made basket, and we have a different pace for that, a different approach in those situations, and our players must recognize it, and this this drill helps him do that. Now this is too fast. Not real fast, but he's struggling, in my opinion, to make it fast. And that hurries these guys on offense to get set. They must be set. We have a lot of ball movement here, but not very good uh, man movement. And an interception. Now, normally that would be a fast break, of course, but they were in a full court, so now they get a half court. Instruction. Now, when they get good at this will be very brief. It's lengthier now because of this is the first time they've ever ran this drill. I have to be instructing a lot, much more than I would normally. I don't think it'll be too lengthy, it's not going to be. They're ready. Okay, they're running from the half court. They're still in 4-and-4. They're in monk offense. Nice back cut there into the basket. Okay, now, you see, this is a defensive rebound. This is how they got the ball. We have to recognize that, both offensively and defensively. Okay, they retained it on an offensive rebound, so we let them play. But now we turn it over because they get a half court. Some instruction to that player on that shot. Now they have a half court because they were in a full court situation when the ball turned over to a new possession. They automatically, the team that was in the full court retains the ball and stays at a half court. At a full court, so now they're running the break. Bad pass here. It's okay. They keep the ball and go into a half court. Oh, I didn't like that pass. And I talked to this player about it. A lot of times on something like this, I just, it was a bad mistake. We don't want to take the half court away from them. So we let them retain it even though they shouldn't have it. Okay, but now, this is a full court. But it's a different kind of full court. It's an out of bounds. The ball is handled. It's slower. But both defensively and offensively, we must recognize that and change the pace, both defensively and offensively. Very bad play there. Very bad play, but that was on a full court, so now they're going to get a half court. Well, that was part two, and the films, I think, should clear things up for you pretty well. If you have any questions, so please contact me. We will again have part three, which we kind of go through and repeat some things and add some different things that we weren't able to talk to until you had seen the film and gotten the right introduction to the drill. So this is a drill you can use. I don't care who you are, where you are. This is a drill that you can use and will help you to train your players to know how to play in these different situations. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the film, And we'll see you next time. Please take the time to watch the summary as well. See you next time. Thanks.